Howdy, and welcome to day 5 of Veggie Month, where I paint a vegetable every single day for the month of February. Today we are doing dill. Now, I don't really know if you can consider dill a vegetable, but I was trying to do something for the letter D, and dill was kind of what came up. So I'm counting dill. It's fine. It's an herb. It's a whatever. They use it with pickles. It's delicious. I really like dill. So the thought with this painting was, okay, I kind of want us to be like a little fly or a little butterfly in a bundle of dill. And I'm not going to do any colored pencil sketches. I'm just going to straight do paint. And it is interesting. Dill is very wispy. It has lots of tiny little threads. It's very fine. It's very weedy, and it's very green. And some of the reference pictures I was looking at, it does have these like little like hands of flowers, like that's the way that they blossom. And I wanted to include that as well. I wasn't really doing like with my other vegetable paintings, I've had like one or two main vegetables that have been like the real center star for the painting. With this, it was kind of more of we're in a forest, you could look anywhere. There's a couple in the foreground, but we're kind of looking at a lot of different things. When I got to this point, I was like, okay, I want to use gouache. I'm wanting to go towards the gouache, but it has burned me in the past. I was having visions of the bean painting and my mistakes with the gouache there. And so I was scared to do it, but I was like, no, I'm not going to just haphazardly go about it. I'm going to think about what I'm doing, and I'm going to make sure that I'm being purposeful with my brush strokes. And I think it turned out okay. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I'm not super thrilled about it. It was a weird thing to paint because I was essentially painting a painting of grass and some very little flowers. I'm not happy, I think, with the composition. I think that the two main flowers that I have in the foreground kind of make this angled slash right through the painting instead of being this kind of circular focal point that kind of keeps your eye flowing around. Your eye goes straight to this line of flowers and then just away. So if I were to do it again, and I did do it again, I would do that differently. So once I was done with this, I added a little bit more to the foreground, and then I removed the tape. Today was super rainy, just kind of a very dreary day, so the lighting wasn't super great because in my painting area, I only have a little lamp and then some windows, so it's really better when it's sunny. But I think that the painting turned out good. I was in a very chill mood today, so I wasn't too excited or too over, impatient. So I was able to kind of really just sit and enjoy the painting. And I was thinking later, afterwards, while I was looking at it, after I put it up on the wall, I was like, I really just am not happy with this composition. I really think I could have done better. It's just giant slash of flowers across it. Like, could I have done better? And so I was like, you know what? Let me just go into Procreate. Let me try again. So I started off with a light blue background and started with some like paint brushes, the quote unquote paint brushes in Procreate, and try to start to mimic the background a little bit. Well, the thing with digital art and with Procreate is that you have layers. So when you're painting on an actual piece of paper, you've got the one piece of paper and you're working in kind of layers of paint. But when you're working in digital, you can have these distinct layers, and I can go underneath a layer if I need to. So I was thinking more with the digital sketch of it being more of a sketch, just to kind of get the composition down to see how I could have improved on it. And as I was painting, I was becoming more confident with the shape of dill and kind of how this little stems and little grass-like fingers kind of grow, and understanding its flowers more as well. And so this was really fun as a kind of exercise of going back to what I do more often, which is digital, and recreating it there. And I'm very curious what you think. Do you like the watercolor painting better? Do you like the digital sketch better and how that turned out? I think they both have things that are better about them. Like I think the digital one, obviously the composition is better. We have more of a circular focal point with the flowers. I think that, I'm adding in a little bit more depth with the green and some more lighting and everything like that. But I think you just can't beat the way that traditional art looks. So what do you guys think? Do you like the painting, the watercolor painting, or do you like the digital sketch better? Let me know. I think that they're both fun, and I really enjoyed doing both of them. So we're on to day 6 tomorrow, which is going to be eggplant. So that should be interesting.